Hello YouTube, today I'm going to show you my tits. Honestly, you ready? Haha, beast mode! I want to talk about beast mode. Everyone in the fragrance community knows the term beast mode. I find the men use it way more than the women. Beast mode is important to the guys, I think. But what do we all think? So, beast mode to me is a fragrance that's really strong, really powerful, lasts and lasts and lasts and projects like a fucker. So a fragrance that you surrounds you massively and you walk into the room and everyone can smell it. Do we all want that? Or do we want that with some of our fragrances, but probably not all of them? I think, personally, I like to have a few beast mode fragrances because, you know, you're going out for a long day out and you want that fragrance to last and last and last. You might be going out into a sort of open air situation and you want people to be able to smell your fragrance, or you can even kind of see it as an emotional shield, you know, like say I'm going somewhere where I know that people might be a bit smelly, you know, if you go to there's certain like indie clubs or just going to rock concerts, there's quite a few people who don't wash enough. So I will definitely pick out a beast mode fragrance for those situations, but I don't want a beast mode fragrance, or I don't want my fragrance to go OTT if I'm just going to work. If I'm going to be sat in a car next to someone for quite a while, it's not fair, I think. Say you're going to the doctors or the dentist, it's probably a little bit unfair to inflict your fragrance on everyone in the waiting room and then on the poor dentist or doctor that has to deal with you. So, beast mode, what do we think? I've picked out some of the fragrances that I've got that I think fall into beast mode category. They don't necessarily always have to perform that way, because I think if you just go really, really light, then your beast mode fragrance doesn't have to then project massively. So let's start with, I think this is my beastliest fragrance. It's a Portrait of a Lady. Super, super strong when you spray it. It's like, and it's dry and spicy and it's just really, really strong, and it lasts and lasts and lasts and lasts. So I think that's a beast mode fragrance. My thing with Portrait of a Lady is that the actual first hour or two I don't totally love. It's that beautiful dry down that I really love, where the vanilla comes out and it gets really sweet. And I'm finding that if I pick up clothes that I wore when I was wearing this, there's this really lovely muskiness that remains as well. It's almost a little bit like rain on hot concrete, which is a smell that I totally love. And it kind of gets a little bit like that, almost slightly earthy. But basically, that, in my opinion, is beast mode. Does that show you my tits? Beast mode. So that's Portrait of a Lady. Another one that I consider beast mode is good old Intense Cafe. Again, this one lasts and lasts and lasts. When you spray it on your skin, you can see oil residue and it stays there. You have to almost rub it in if you want to get rid of it. It's so highly concentrated. Absolutely love it from beginning to end. It's probably not that interesting in the way it changes. You get subtle changes from the opening to how it goes, but it just is so strong and it lasts and lasts and lasts. So it definitely makes it into beast mode category. Next one, I'm wearing it today. This is called Le Maroc Pour Elle Andy Tower. Super, super strong. Another one where it's actually the dry down that I'm totally in love with. The initial, it's very floral in the openings with the rose and the jasmine. but you do get the spices and the incense yet again. But the dry down is heavenly, sticky and syrupy and sweet. And I'm not sure, I know it's got labdanum in it, and I still need to actually figure out what that smells like on its own, to figure out if that's the thing in there that I love so much. I'm still trying to figure that out. Basically, this is another beast mode fragrance. When you spray it on your skin, let me show you. Ooh. You see the colour of it? So that is super strong. Like, it's not pleasant to smell it at this stage. It's just too strong. You just have to wait and wait and wait and waft. But now it's starting to get sweeter, and it's just very nice, but definitely beast mode because it's strong and it lasts and lasts and lasts, and it projects massively. So definitely a beast mode fragrance. Next one up is from one of my favourite houses, I'm sure you're all aware, 4160 Tuesdays, or yeah, the Americans like to say 4,160 Tuesdays. So I'll try that, but us Brits are so lazy, just like the less syllables better, yeah? Anyway, that's Shazam. Another spicy one. These are all fragrances that are perfect for this cold weather at the moment. I'm just going to spray a little bit just to remind me. Shazam to me is, it just reminds me of mulled wine. Again, it's spicy, it's sweet, but it's nothing like the other fragrances I've just sprayed. It's and it's ambery, and again, it's sort of sticky, and it reminds me of not just mulled wine, but all kind of red drinks. I'm sure there's a reason for that. But that's another one. It's pretty strong, and it lasts and lasts and lasts, and it gives you a good projection. You don't need a lot. If you want beast mode, just go for more sprays, but it's like you can adjust it just by not spraying too much. But I think that's kind of relevant to all beast mode fragrances. And moving on, my other beast mode, this Tobacco Rose by Papillon, Perfumery, is absolutely wonderful and so different to what I normally go for. Really kind of grown up, sexual, I don't even know how, it's probably more masculine than most of my fragrances, and definitely less sweet than what I go for. But it's beautiful and so sophisticated, but it's strong. It's really, really strong. Beast mode! Again, you don't have to have it in beast mode, just do 2 sprays and then it's fine. You still get the longevity, and it's obviously still smells wonderful, but if you don't want to knock everyone out, just don't spray so much. And I think that's the point I'm trying to get across with beast mode. Finally, I'm going for En Voyage, and it's Nectar des Îles. This is more of a probably slightly summery spring type fragrance. Even just from holding it, I can smell this stuff. It is so, so strong. It says eau de cologne, but it's not. It is eau de parfum, and I'd go so far to say it's more like an extract strength. It is so strong, and projection is a massive. It's absolutely beautiful frangipani fragrance. It's got this kind of it's got this texture to it, and I'm always trying to describe it and not quite getting it right, but it's like the texture of waffles or biscuits, or do you know what I mean? It's got like a crumbly, crunchy kind of thing to it. Very gourmand, despite it being a floral. I don't know if it would come under gourmand category, but it's very sweet and edible, in my opinion. If there was a dessert that smelled like that, I'd eat the fucker right up. Trust me on that. So that's Nectar des Îles. All of those, I think, are beast mode. But other people might disagree with me. Maybe the fellas, especially because these are slightly more feminine leaning fragrances. And I don't know, I feel like the whole beast mode thing is owned by the male frag commas. But yeah, I'd love some opinions on this, because beast Beast mode. Well, it's just funny, isn't it? Thanks for watching. I'll just show you my tits again. Beast mode.